if he ends up a vegetable, that's okay with me. Am I right? But if it does happen, oh, what am I kidding? I'm putting it out into the universe. It's wrong. It sounded like surgery was a long shot. I don't know. Suffering. That's what I wish. Suffering. That's what I wish. It doesn't matter. Suffering. That's what I wish. I am saying, however, if he ends up a vegetable, that's okay with me. Am I right? But if it does happen, oh, what am I kidding? I'm putting it out into the universe. It's wrong. It sounded like surgery was a long shot. I don't know. Suffering. That's what I wish. Suffering. That's what I wish. It doesn't matter. Suffering. That's what I wish. I am saying, however, if he ends up a vegetable, that's okay with me. Am I right? But if it does happen, oh, what am I kidding? I'm putting it out into the universe. It's wrong. It sounded like surgery was a long shot. I don't know. Suffering.
Hey, what's up, suffering? What's up, everybody? Welcome to a special Felony Talk with Teejay Felony. I'm your host. Tonight we're gonna cover a specific saga. I think this guy's kind of brought this attention on himself at this point. He just seems to be kind of going down the road, attacking all the most intelligent and women with the most to offer in our community that we have as far as intelligence and knowledge. He just seems to be going down the line and knocking them out for whatever reason. I don't know if Red Panda Koala is encouraging this guy to do this stuff, but tonight we're going to go over the whole saga. We're going to go over a lot of spaces. We're going to go over some ufology SWAT clips. We're going to talk about Psych Ward Mike in his early days on UFO Twitter. As you can see right here on the screen, people might look at this and be like, "Well, what's going on here? This is Tupacabra, and he appears to be taking a shot at Mike." A lot of people don't realize, but Psych Ward Mike, aka UAP Mike, was the biggest nemesis to Tupa and Panda when I joined the community. These guys hated each other, and if you ask me, they still hate each other. Nothing changed with this guy. The targets changed. That's the only thing that changed with him. But we're gonna get into all of that a little bit later. Let me get over and let me get over and put the chat up. So we got that going. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. This guy, I don't know what his deal is lately. He seems to be desperate to kind of make a name for himself. He sees these other accounts, Red Panda Koala bought 1,000 followers or 100,000 followers. So, he's seeing all of his buddies grow and do bigger things, and he just doesn't seem to understand that he is the crash test dummy. Your role is not to grow. Your role is to target and take out people that are critical of Tupa and Panda. You're not supposed to grow and become a figure on UFO Twitter. You're supposed to stay at that bottom tier and be a slime hound and a crash test dummy. And that's what a lot of these people aren't understanding. And we're going to show all of them. We got several examples. But first off, I wanted to talk about how when I first joined UFO Twitter, this guy, Mike, was the most outspoken liberal on the account. He was the outspoken libtard of UFO Twitter, and that seemed to be why him and Tupacabra and them butted heads at this time. So I ran it through Grok because I wanted to see like what were the dates when the Tupa and this guy used to go back and forth, and what were the kind of things that they would be fighting about? And Grok pulled up some here. It pulled up this one, and I got the video over on Twitter. We'll watch it. This was some little goofy AI video that Tupa made about Mike back when they were enemies. And if you see Tupa and Panda, the the strategy and tactics never changed. It was always let's attack LP, let's throw KMF on top of it, and then we'll clown on Mike. They just moved Mike out and put me in Mike's position. Their strategy and tactics never changed. It's just Mike had zero integrity and eventually gave in to the bullying and just joined their crew. He didn't change. He's still the same dirtbag that he always was. It's just now he's MAGA, and I'll show that when we go over and look at his account. This guy is trying to ride the MAGA wave after it has already died. It's one of the. I was shocked about how he was still trying to jump on the MAGA wave after the Epstein list. Like, but here's Grok. Yeah, as you can see, and this was May 27, 23, March 24. So this gives you a timeline of when Mike was the enemy, the hate group, and then when he became Whistleblower Mike, because that's what eventually happened. Is Mike was the most vile, despicable force inside this little friend circle with KMF in them. He was the one putting out all the vile bullshit. It wasn't KMF, it was Mike. Well, eventually, Mike was kind of pushed out by this friend circle. KMF, Carlos, Darren, LP. The guy's awful. No one likes being around him. You can see in these spaces today, only dirtbags would want to be around a guy talking about wanting someone to end up a vegetable and stuff. Like, normal people don't engage with that. So, eventually, he ended up with the other dirtbags, and he just joined the Tupa crew. He put on a MAGA hat. He took off the libtard uniform, put on a MAGA hat, and he thought that would help him grow. That would make it easier to become a big account on UFO Twitter. Well, if you look at him, it hasn't helped him at all. He still hovers around 1,000 followers. He does these hate spaces where the Tupa crew kind of trickles in. What's up, Broken Hip? The Tuba crew kind of trickles in and they support him. They keep him afloat. But this is just another guy on UFO Twitter that would have already been pushed off the platform if it wasn't for Tupa and Panda. There's lots of them. Mike, Ashton Forbes is another one. UFO Shane, Logan has had enough dirt where it's like, dude, this guy just needs to go. But Tupa and Panda continue to be this dominant little cult that keep these people afloat. We're gonna show it in a little bit, but in my opinion, Chupacabra still can't stand this guy. I mean, dude, they look at this. Mike denies climate change, says that aliens are the real cause of global warming. And Tupa was calling that absurd, which is kind of funny. This is Tupa making fun of him because I guess Mike said that Cosmic Judas was making fun of Cosmic Dahlia because he used the word cosmic. So Mike's always been a dumb fuck. No one has ever really liked this guy. What seems to be happening is people want to use him because he's a crash test dummy, and he's a good crash test dummy, as we're going to see. He will go above and beyond and do things that normal people won't, including possibly breaching juvenile records, felonies, committing felonies, which I think ufology SWAT needs to look into a little bit. Um, One thing I wanted to go over is some of this stuff before we jump over onto the videos and stuff. So, to show you who Red Panda Koala and Tupacabra make a habit out of using around here, and I got a couple examples here. And let's see, I can just go down the list. So this is Logan. Here's Logan right here. This is another account that probably would have been run off out of the community. He's been closely connected to people like that Larry guy, this hard drive situation. Anyone with a brain knows that's suspicious. Here he is doxing me and then denying it a minute later. And here is one example of a criminal, a known criminal in the community, a convicted woman beater that Red Panda Koala and Chupacabra regularly weaponize and use to do their bidding. He lives on UFO Twitter. He's got spaces going 24/7, so they can kind of control the narrative through this guy. And he's a fucking known criminal. I'm not making anything up. I'm not spreading rumors. This is just the facts. Let's see. I've got a few of them to go over here real quick, and then we'll get over into the more interesting stuff. So here's King Wakaka. Let's see. They have King Wakaka currently doing YouTube videos. Look, his first couple were about me. Teejay Felony, the incel troll, even though he's never demonstrated any incel behavior. He's actually kind of a simp when you really break it down. These guys don't seem to know like definitions of words and shit. But here's Wakaka. He's been arrested more than this, I've heard. I don't know for sure. But this was when he got caught distributing meth and cooking meth and all this shit. Um, and this is another person they are putting out front on YouTube to do their bidding, to go at anyone who's critical of them. And you don't even have to be critical of these guys, you just have to ask questions. You just got to kind of ask questions like, dude, this is weird. What's going on? Why are all your supporters criminals? Like, what is going on? What in that little group that dominates UFO Twitter? Let's see. I got one more here. Oh, here's another one. This is a common sight in the Tupa Crew spaces. This is Jess Extortion. You'll notice her mugshot photo here looks absolutely nothing like her PFP for some reason. But she is another one. Regularly arrested, a head case. If you challenge her in any way, she'll break into this like spiel about how she is gonna do self harm if you don't back off. She threatened to dox my sister, my mom. I think she's the one who gave them the original information on me that led to my doxing of my juvenile record. And once again, she's a criminal. What is up with all these criminals? Why aren't 75% of my friend circle convicted recent criminals? Like, isn't that a question people are curious about? Why are all of their supporters criminals? And this is what I was kind of uh pushed out of the community about. They say I make things up about Logan, so I deserve it. This is what I was asking questions about, was this hard drive. Well, Klaus here seems to have the same concerns. He seems to think it's suspicious also. Like, what's going on here? Where would $10,000 have come from if people would have got this mysterious hard drive for Logan that he couldn't save to the cloud? What is on the hard drive? But Klaus didn't get attacked for it. I'm the only one who got attacked for it, which is, that sets up something a little later that I'm going to show. So me asking questions about this weird hard drive led to all of this. And this is something I want to call punching down. These guys only know punching down. And here you have Mike, Psych Ward Mike. This is, it looks like one of his first random attacks with no basis. I've never been accused of anything relating to CP. I've never shared images with anyone from UFO Twitter. There's no reason for anyone to think this about me. This is them just blatantly spreading lies, which they seem to really hold, oh, you're spreading lies about us, even though we got all these mugshots. But they're out here encouraging Psych Ward Mike to do things like this. And I just want to remind everyone, I've never broken 1,000 followers on Twitter. Red Panda Koala here just broke 100,000 followers. Probably 50% of his bots. But this is called punching down. This is very large accounts. Logan got what, 10, 12,000 followers, and they're all really concerned about what I'm putting over here on YouTube. Shouldn't that kind of tell you something? Like, look at all this shit, dude. And I could have put 3 or 4, 5 more of them up. They're constantly going. It's a never-ending campaign of damage control on UFO Twitter to clean up the tracks because they invite in criminals and dirtbags to do their bidding. Guys like Fred Rogers, Mike here. All right, let's jump over into the over onto the lab, and I'm gonna start going over some stuff on X. We're gonna. I got a couple things I want to show um, from the Twitter account first, and then I think we'll jump on YouTube and show some ufology SWAT clips, and then we're gonna go listen to a couple spaces from Mike, his recent spaces where he's just going down the line, wishing death upon people and attacking women like Vinny and Misanthrope. We're gonna listen to a little bit of those and see what kind of knowledge is being spread in these Tupa Cruise spaces. It's only fair to see. Maybe they're making really good points in there or something. We're gonna go check it out. So let's pull this up. And I got some stuff I want to show on that I bookmarked. Just little goofy shit. And then we'll start showing some videos. Let's see. This always gets janky. All right. This is well, I'm going to show the clip from the where he attacked Misanthrope first. So Mike found out the misanthropy was, engaging in my YouTube videos and hanging out in our spaces, and it just made him really mad. So, well, we're gonna have to. Actually, I can probably pop over and we'll play that first because that's important. He just starts taking shots at anybody, and I don't know, like, it's women, and it's like the best women among us, like the most intelligent women we have, like, around. Fuck, dude. I just closed that. Give me 1 second, yo. I gotta do something. Yeah, I don't know why he chose to start taking shots at misanthropy all of a sudden, but it it's not a good look. I know that. Yeah, we'll just jump over one at a time. Give me 1 second, y'all. I know it's a little clunky, but I got it here. I just gotta pull it up. Okay, we got it. So this is just the first one I'm gonna play, and here we go.
You in the UFOs or something? Or you been abducted by? Yo, so this
is when he all of a sudden started targeting Misanthrope, and the only thing she did that I am aware of that upset this guy was cordial and supportive of people he doesn't like. That's all it takes with these guys, is to support and be friendly towards people that they are trying to cancel, like me, KMF, LP, Darren, whoever. That's all it takes, because it's a cyber cult.
Space going on right now where it's called Tarots.
And he's attacking Misanthrope because she did a space where she did tarot reading. Okay? She did tarot readings for people in the community. Like, that is something bizarre on UFO Twitter. People are interested in astrology, you moron. And what's ridiculous about it is this guy goes over and hangs out with Astral while they do astral projection reading spaces. Oh, let's try to guess what's in the envelope and draw it. That is something that's supposed to be celebrated, but Anthrope doing tarot readings, which is hugely popular on the internet. People love tarot and astrology and all that witchy woo stuff. Like, that's a weird thing that someone would be doing tarot readings. It's a super intelligent idea. It was interesting, and it's somebody trying to do something different on UFO Twitter spaces. Misanthrope is a medical professional. This is somebody who has lots to offer to people on UFO Twitter. When it comes to information, knowledge, she can give her advice when it comes to medical situations. She was hugely important during the Nazca mummy debunking. And you have this psychotic moron straight from the mental hospital. And what's he doing right here? He's trying to make it so uncomfortable for Misanthrope that she leaves. That she just leaves UFO Twitter. It's not worth it. These guys are such bullies. I'm just going to go. And this is what's happening on UFO Twitter. You have Red Panda Koala and his goons like Wakaka, straight out of prison for cooking meth, Psych Ward Mike, Jess Extortion, and they're running off people like Moneypenny, like LP, like Vinny, a published author, like Misanthrope, a medical professional. You have these criminal dirtbags putting up a wall on UFO Twitter and deciding who can hold tarot spaces and be supported and who gets run into the ground and made fun of because they live in these spaces so they have an advantage. It's bullshit, man.
Thing and something else. Fuck, I can't read.
Dude, my little sister's into tarot cards. That's why it was so stupid. This idea that just because someone else has a hobby that you aren't part of, that you're not involved in, it's stupid and needs to be made fun of. These guys do that with everything. You're not allowed to have hobbies. Wrestling or aliens is your only hobby. Anything else is stupid. We gotta make fun of it. These guys are clowns. Why does anyone join these spaces? Well, you can see right here, nobody. But look, 185 tuned in to see what this dumb fuck said.
The name of it. Let me see here. What is it called? Tarot Roulette. And it's being run by that stupid bitch Misanthropy.
Did you get that? I'm gonna rewind it in case you missed it. That stupid bitch Misanthropy. Lady that's done nothing to nobody. And probably one of the most educated members of UFO Twitter that we have. Just facts. College educated. You know. It's absurd.
Stupid bitch Misanthropy. I fucking hate that lady. She's just...
He fucking hates that lady. Why, Mike? What did she do to you? Did she challenge you publicly? Is she a confident woman? You guys seem to have problems with confident women. Moneypenny, LP, Vinny, Anthrope, Ray. What's your guys' deal with confident women? And then who do you all bring into your space? Hey Ocean, Jess Extortion, Heather Turdy.
Another, like, fucking crazy enabler of Teejay and their whole, like, crew of flunkies.
See, he admits it. He even admits it. They tell on themselves if you listen long enough. He just admitted right there. That's why he hates Misanthrope. because she hangs around TJ and his flunkies. That's all it takes, man. People challenge me like I'm making this shit up when I warn them when they come in and become friends with me. I warn all of them. I warned Anthropy a bunch of times. Like, look, people are gonna target you just for commenting in my post and going back and forth. Just for joining my spaces. People will target you. It's a hate group. What else is it? What else is this other than an organized hate group?
Yo, it is all gas, no brakes. And there's a space going on, right? It's got Gabe the Babe in it, and I think it's even got Teejay. Oh, yeah, they've got the whole crew. They've got the whole crew of fucking flunkies in there.
The whole crew! We're not allowed to just coexist and do something on the side of Twitter. We're in there talking about tarot. We were in there talking about our pets. And to Psych Ward Mike and Red Panda Koala and Tupacabra, we need to be attacked over that. You people need to wake up to what's going on here. These guys are awful, and they've turned the entire community into this. Why would anyone give a fuck what this obese moron fresh from the mental hospital has to say? But they do. They pile in. Where's Zim? Where's Science Bob? Where's Gene? Gene, you're missing the space, Gene. Bunch of dumb fucks. And Jolly, you're missing it, and Jolly, where are you at? Ursula and Marie, you guys are missing the drama. Come running.
You know what was super funny yesterday? Is Guitar Sun Bro, right? This guy, this smelly, small midget penis motherfucker.
They like to talk about penises a lot in their spaces. I've noticed that too. Now he's going at Carlos. This is coming from ufology_SWAT on YouTube. Please go check out their channel, subscribe, and all that. They're doing really good stuff.
He's like tweeting at me from behind his protected account. I'm just seeing like people tagging me in tweets, and I just leave the conversation, so I can't fucking read it. But it's fucking hilarious. This guy.
He can't read it. So when people challenge him, he can't read it. But he's sure good at putting it out, isn't he? He can talk about people's anesthesia failing and them ending up as vegetables. But if someone challenges him, bro, he doesn't want to see it. It hurts his feelings. It makes him feel bad. He just got out of the mental hospital for online drama. So, you know, he don't want to think about that stuff.
Guy is so mad because he smells.
Oh, and now they're called. Look who pops in. King Wakaka. Another felon. The first one up on the mic. The other felon that I showed earlier today. This is King Wakaka, the meth cook. UFO Twitter's own private meth cook.
I would never want to be in his shoes, ever.
Well,
You guys need to get him set up at Contact in the Desert so he can keep you going all week. Panda got off Adderall, so he needs a substitute.
well, hold up. Before I leave, I am kind of curious why you have UFO. I don't know. Are you in the UFOs or something? Are you been abducted by a gay alien or something? Or
No, I've not been abducted by gay.
That guy popped up there and clowned him. Did you see that? This random. He said, "Why do you have UFO in your name? Did you get abducted by gay aliens or something?"
Aliens, major
All
time.
right. Okay. All right. So were they straight?
Teejay has.
Yeah, Teejay is the gay aliens.
Yes.
No,
I am the gay aliens. Good one, Mike. Good one. A lot of these I've never listened to. I wanted to listen to them in real time so I could react to them on this show. I am a gay aliens, though. You guys are clever.
I'm just wondering.
All right,
Yeah,
I gotta
well-
get back to work, y'all. Have fun.
I seem to be living in that guy's mind, don't I?
Fuck TJ and check out my spaces. They're a lot better than this.
Okay.
I don't host spaces, bro. Hosting spaces is the most pathetic form of content creation. The biggest idiots on the internet host spaces, like Logan, UFO Shane, Mike, Wakaka. If these guys can do it with some bit of success, obviously it's not very hard. He just sits in here and whines about people he doesn't like.
There's that.
I gotta go get money and probably fuck some bitches later. Shit that TJ could never do.
Oh,
Dude, these guys are so weird. Fuck some bitches later. That's the gooning out I talk about. How they always talk about smashing bitches and stuff. Dude, they're incels and they don't even understand it. They go around calling other guys incels because they don't understand the definition. Let's listen to that again. Dude, I gotta go smash a bunch of bitches. Just got out of the meth lab. Like, gonna shower off, go see my parole officer.
I'm kind of curious why you have UFO. I don't know. Are you in the UFOs or something? Are you been abducted by a gay alien or something? Or
no, I've not been abducted by gay aliens, Major Tom.
All right. Okay. All right. So were they straight?
TJ has.
Yes. TJ is the gay aliens.
No, I'm just wondering.
You know what's funny is this Major Tom guy has no clue who I am. No fucking idea. And these guys are so obsessed with me, they're like telling some random about me, and he doesn't know who I am.
All right,
Yeah,
I gotta
well-
get back to work, y'all. Have fun. Fuck TJ and check out my spaces. They're a lot better than this.
Oh, okay. So there's that.
I gotta go get money and probably fuck some bitches later. Shit that TJ could never do.
Oh,
I gotta get out of here.
Mike goes, oh, like it's a burn. They have no idea how embarrassing they are. That's why ufology SWAT is so good. Because they catch these clips where, dude, they think they're the cool kids right now.
that's
So, well, all
true.
right. So you gonna fuck some bitches? Are you going to a family reunion or something?
Dude, who is this Major Tom guy? I'm gonna go follow him immediately. Did you hear what he said? He said, oh, you're gonna go fuck some bitches? Are you going to a family reunion? This guy's awesome. Who is that guy?
TJ could never do.
Oh,
I gotta get out of here.
that's
So, well, all
true.
right. So you gonna fuck some bitches? Are you going to a family reunion or something? Or what's going on over
Oh, Major Tom, you want the smoke tonight?
there? No, I'm
Wakaka left.
just saying. It's like, dude, I'm here. Hey, for
Tom
now.
wants the fucking smoke.
You know why Major Tom said that? It's because he is a real one, perhaps, and he recognized how embarrassing it is to be like, bro, I gotta go smash some bitches and, like, get some money. Like, dude, who the fuck are these people? That's the guy that throws N-bombs around and looks like a biker flunky. He throws N-bombs everywhere he goes, and he's clearly just a smelly white guy. And nobody says anything but me.
I don't want no smoke, especially what's coming out of your fucking
I bet Major Tom would say something.
gay butthole. But anyways, I'm just saying.
Well, I'm just saying, yo, fuck TJ, fuck Tio Red.
This is what he does in these spaces. And like then people just dude, I don't listen to him, so I really don't know what the fuck he does in these spaces. And he just sits up there and goes like, well, anyway, fuck TJ, fuck Tio, fuck up these girls that made me feel bad about myself. And people actually come in and join. Like this. Ugh.
Fuck Carlos Guitar Sons, bro. That guy smells. Like, smells.
Also, Carlos is a person of color, so when you start saying things like they smell, they're smelly, I would consider that racist. Just for the record, it's something to keep an eye on. Carlos is a Latino, so typically where I come from, a white dude telling a Latino that they smell is racist. It's seen as pretty racist, but they don't mind.
So bad.
Okay, why were you up in his little armpit then? Why does
I don't know. This is what I've been told. I've been told by girls who knew him.
Dude, Major is burning you up in your own fucking space. I'm gonna follow this guy right when I leave.
Or a girl
Right when I get
apparently
done.
that knew him has
I'm
now
gonna
rumored
DM
come out
him.
and say he is repulsively smelly.
Major Tom, I'm gonna add you to the intro, the bio at the beginning of the YouTube. That way you're mentioned in the description.
Okay. Do you have anything else with that, or because I can continue? And I'm pretty fucking sure that a lot of freaking like 5-star bands, like they don't fucking take showers. They just freaking play all day and day and night, and they forget to take showers. I'm pretty sure, and that's probably why they stink. I'm now you got me thinking. Yeah, I'm pretty fucking sure that most people in a band are not smelling.
All right. Let's get to the other one. Actually, I'm going to jump over on X and go over a couple things there first. That is just insane, man. Is that what you want UFO Twitter to be? And okay, this is relevant. Miss Anthro posted this article today, and this is her response. She didn't give any comments. She didn't tell anyone that she wanted them to suffer. She just broke it down mathematically. And this is a breakdown of a UAP mic space. 17 distinct people were targeted during that space. So clearly, this is just them sitting in there talking shit about people. Look at all this shit. 158 disparaging statements. Look, these are all the targets. I imagine I'm probably the first or second target. So this is mathematical documentation that all these guys are doing is sitting in here and spreading hate. And Red Panda Koala created this guy. Psych Ward Mike was created by Red Panda Koala. Mike would have been pushed out of the community once he was rejected by his friends with KMF and these guys he's calling smelly and all this shit. They got tired of his shit and they pushed him and Dolly out. And what happened is Panda took that opportunity to milk Mike and get all the DMs from Mike and all of his former friends. Well, Panda saw that as an opportunity. So he wanted access to all those secret conversations. So what they did is they said, well, we'll call Mike Whistleblower Mike. And we'll say that he's blowing the whistle on the hate group, the Lou crew, and we'll try to platform him as like a hero of the community. Does a hero do any of this shit? Does the good guy do any of this shit? I hope he dies. He's gonna fucking expire. I'm gonna celebrate when you're gone, dance on your grave, worm food. Won't see you again. He's gonna be gone because he's fucking dead. Dude, this guy is out of his fucking mind. And he's documented for being out of his mind. But Red Panda Koala took that opportunity. He took the opportunity to weaponize this guy. And the trade-off for the DMs, for the cache of DMs, which really was just Mike encouraging people to talk shit about Tupa and Panda. Because he did the same thing over there that he does here. He just hates on people. Only then it was about Tupa and Panda. So all it really was Mike hating on them and being like, well, that Tupa's a real piece of shit, isn't he? What do you think? And then he would encourage a response, but he would black his out. That's what they would show in these spaces. And what Panda promised Mike was, we'll support you, we'll platform you, we'll support your dumbass spaces, even though everyone knows there's zero entertainment value, if you jump on board and do the bidding of our hate group. And that's what Mike is doing, clearly. This is the only hate group in operation. Where is King Milkfart in all of his comments? The guy's off painting Warhammer figures. He's been doing it for 2 years. So this is him when he started going at Vinny. And I don't know why they decided to start attacking Vinny. I believe they think the Vinny runs ufology SWAT. Yeah, this is what he says. Look, Vinny runs the ufology SWAT YouTube page that tried doxing my full name. Mike's name's been out forever. Since I joined UFO Twitter, his full name was out. He had a YouTube channel with his full name on it. So, and he keeps trying to play this victim card. The people are doxing him. Everyone knows that guy's full name, just like everyone knows Panda and Tupa's full name. Everyone knows KMF's full name. And he had a YouTube channel with his full name on it. So when he plays that card, call him a fat bitch. And Vinny is a published author. She's been through a lot. She's one of the most intelligent women that have come through UFO Twitter, and she's just another victim of the Tupa Crew hate group. She was villainized and attacked and accused, and eventually she pulled out. And they're still attacking her, just like LP. LP ain't got nothing to do with UFO Twitter. They're still attacking her. What is their deal with these confident women? This is a published author. This woman grew up in a Christian fundamentalist cult, published a book about it. This is another person that UFO Twitter should be taking advantage of knowing and looking for knowledge in and looking for advice. She's a wealth of information, just like Misanthrope, just like Leah Prime. But you got these absolute scumbags running them off the community. Why do we need more bring your beef spaces and less Vinnies and Misanthropes? Tell me, UFO Twitter, which would you rather have? More bring your beef hate spaces or authors and medical professionals on UFO Twitter who can freely give their opinion? What seems more valuable? This one's important. Let's play this shit.
That the Lou crew,
So this is Red Panda Koala admitting that he makes up dumb shit just like he accuses other people of doing.
Lou's insiders are sleeping with Amy Eskridge. Did you say that?
I said I was told that by someone named at the last congressional hearing. Who
And I was told,
So Panda spread a lie at one time that Amy Eskridge was actually romantically involved with the evil Lou crew. He spread this shit. Talk about spreading dangerous lies across ufology. And this is him admitting it very clearly.
say that the Lou crew, the Lou's insiders, are sleeping with Amy Eskridge. Did you say that?
I said I was told that by someone named at the last congressional hearing. Who
And I was told,
So that he just goes into a ramble about some anonymous source told him that. Why is this guy dominating UFO Twitter? Why? You got him right here saying he's spreading lies about Amy Eskridge being romantically involved with random people.
say that the Lou crew, the Lou's insiders, are sleeping with Amy Eskridge. Did you say that?
I said I was told that by someone named at the last congressional hearing. Who
And I was told,
has made multiple videos about.
And I was told by a source that you're involved with allegations of molesting at Contact in the Desert. Say that.
Seems fair to me. One source for a source, wouldn't you say, Panda? One anonymous source for a source? This is one I wanted to bring up because this is really important. And not for me, because I don't give a fuck. But when they couldn't find any criminal record on me, what they ended up doing was somehow breaching into my juvenile probation record, which is a felony in most states. Here's the federal law right here, the code. And I think this is something that could be looked into because we need to know who in the Tupa Crew hate group has the ability to breach into juvenile probation records. It's not a small task. Juvenile records are sealed. That's why whenever there's a high profile crime, even a school shooting, you don't get any names. It's because those juvenile records are protected on a lot different level than regular criminal records. And when these guys couldn't find anything on me because I don't have a criminal record, somehow they breached into my juvenile court record, and that's a felony. Right here is the code. It's a federal felony, up to 5 years in prison if it's used to intimidate online, it says. And I think this is important because we need to find out who is capable in the Tupa crew inner circle of doing this type of stuff. Is it Fred Rogers? Did Mike do this? Because they accused Mike of talking about using these tactics. Tupa did. I showed it in earlier in the Grok thing. Said Mike was openly admitting he was using these type of tactics. So it's something to keep an eye on. Like, how did this happen? This is the account that did it. This is the account that posted the juvenile records. It was at Cinder's Crypt. This is them co-hosting with Mike, and they're all in there. All the Tupa crooks and Colt. They're all in there. Panda's down here somewhere, and he tried acting like he didn't know what happened. This is a poll I ran a while back asking if Panda should publicly denounce and cut ties with UFO comeback psych ward kid. And you can see right here, it was one of my more popular polls. It got 50-something votes, which is a good chunk of UFO Twitter. And it was overwhelming yes, that guy is a liability to anyone around him. Here's the other video. Yeah, let's get over on, let's see, what was I going to show? I think I was going to go over back on ufology SWAT. Oh, no, we're going to go over on Mike's Spaces, but there is one more video over on SWAT I want to show.
You in the UFOs or something, or you been a
Appreciate everyone coming in. We got people coming through. Anyone that doesn't subscribe, please go subscribe, like, share all that stuff. You want to support the channel. If you want to support financially, you can do so at buymeacoffee.com/TJ Felony. You can also support anonymously if you just leave your name blank. No one will know who did it. You got to put your email address in, though, but nobody sees that. And yeah, it really pisses off the Tupa Crew hate group when people support that thing. So it would be a good time to go do it. If you want to jump over and on my Buy Me Coffee and throw a few bucks in there, I'll shout you out if you want. If not, I'll keep you anonymous and I'll thank you later. Let's watch this clip.
Forgot in your Vinny space. Who is this bitch? Who is
Okay, so this is Felony Flock Flunkies. This is Red Panda Koala, who just crossed 100,000 followers, doing a space about me with one of his hate minions, straight out the mental hospital, Psych Ward Mike here. And this is the one where they're attacking Vinny, who I pointed out earlier. And no one even knows who she is. Whoa, but we're still going to attack her, right? Let's listen.
she?
I don't know who she is. I don't care who she is.
So there's Vinny. RPK and friends use Vinny and their propaganda. Look at that. So Panda used Vinny and said that King Milkfart attacked her. But then he acts here like they don't know who she is. That's why Red Panda Koala is disingenuous and you can't take anything he says at face value. He will lie to your face. It's all a game to him, and it's psyops. It's manipulation and psyops. Look, Panda knew who Vinny was. He knows who that is. Look at all these people that Mike harassed. Look at all these people. The hate group is UAP Mike. He is the hate group. It moves with him. Look, Project Unity. Mike was the main force attacking J Unity. John Greenwald. Mike harassed John Greenwald to the core, man. Look at all these people. Green Street got harassed more than anybody by Mike. Mike used to wish harm upon Green Street. I remember that blatantly. say the same stuff he says about Gabe today.
UFO hate group harassers. Background information: UAP Mike and his wife Cosmic Dahlia are some of the worst and longest-serving harassers of the UFO hate group. Since 2018.
And why this is important, guys, is look at the account that's posting this. That's Panda's sock. So Panda knows who this guy is. This was back when, you know, they were enemies. But then they convinced him to put a red MAGA hat on and jump ship, and now he's a whistleblower. Panda knows what this guy's about. Right there, he's calling them the worst serial harassers in UFO Twitter.
They have targeted people they view as being critical. They have targeted people they view as being critical of TTSA and Elizondo. They have doxed, slandered, and harassed many members of the UFO community in their attempts to character assassinate and discredit people. They have.
It's okay when they character assassinate people that have challenged the Tupa crew, though. They like it when they do that. When it's me, or even medical professionals that have done nothing wrong, like Misanthrope. They're totally cool with that shit. They join the space, they inflate the numbers for him. That's the only reason people join this guy's spaces. It's because the Tupa crew is propping him up. They're it it's a hate group, it's a cyber cult. And they bring in and attract the worst among us.
Targeted many people like John Greenewald of the Black Vault, Mick West, Frank Milburn, and Zach Sishi. In their harassment against Zach Sishi, they posted his job online and attempted to use his profession to discredit him because of disagreements about.
Posted his job online. So that's the same thing they did with Ray and Klaus. Same tactics. That's a line Mike and Dahlia are willing to cross, is try to get somebody to lose their job. It always came from Mike. KMF got blamed with so much shit that these two did. You have no idea. That's why when Mike verged with the Tupa crew, it all halted. KMF went to doing his little arts and crafts, and we just kind of it all halted. It went with him, and it just joined the Tupa crew. But, you know, that's okay, because now he's attacking the right people.
About TTSA and Elizondo.
Is Zach crying? I can't see his tweets. Tell him to grow thicker skin if he wants to be a social media influencer and self-proclaimed expert. People are going to question his background.
He further infuriated me by joining in on speculating that Lou is a liar. If I ever see that motherfucker call Lou a liar in real person, I'll sock him between his eyes.
Dude, how flippy floppy can you be? To be saying shit like that 1 minute, and then the next minute attacking the imaginary Lou crew. Libtard 1 minute, extreme MAGA the next. What a phony piece of shit. UAP Dandy and Mystery Burner account who KMF and Mike respect are subordinate? Both? They want to kill God? What? What? Oh no. Look at this one. What's worse, UAP Mike saying the N-word with a hard R or Green Street? So this right here, you got an entire campaign from Panda and Tupa against Mike to expose him as the danger on UFO Twitter. Short few months later, they're defending him, propping him up. They're the only reason he's even around anymore. These guys that don't have any integrity, they don't stand for anything. It's just about clout and attention and numbers. That's all they care about. Edgelording. The worst kind of edgelording. Let's see. Mike bringing up women and children is pretty inappropriate. That's even a KMF level low. So there you go, Mike. Panda thinks you're even lower than KMF, bro.
all of the UFO hate group are saying buckle the fuck up about the new Daily Mail article.
Who are the UFO hate group?
They're Lou Elizondo's incel doxing army. If someone says anything critical of Elizondo, they're right there to dox.
That one there, that's UAP Mike. He's one of the biggest.
Is a meme they made about Mike. So you could see right there. Oh, I'm sure, bro. I'm sure. You can see right there, these are memes and videos they were making about Mike. And it was, you know, the whole campaign was against Mike, too. And this, everything the Tupa crew talks about, they do. So when they talk about, like, anyone who's critical gets doxxed and harassed, they do that. That's what they do.
Biggest Lou stands you will ever meet. Elizondo's been love bombing his family since at least 2020.
Elizondo sends them winky faces with his burner account. I'm not.
Who trained UAP Mike on the data collection of the people of UFO Twitter?
Yeah, so
This is important because this is where I'm coming back to who breached the juvenile records. Who is able to access juvenile probation records that is part of the Tupa crew? It's a question the UFO Twitter needs to look into because I'm not gonna be the only one. You think I'm gonna be the last one?
again, as
Look at
someone
this
who's been
guy. He's going to everybody.
trying to track sock puppets that are disruptive in the community and creating problems, I think a bunch of us kind of ran that trauma account through some of our analysis, and it did not come up for a hit for Milk Fart. You know, not saying it's definitely not, but I would, anybody who's...
Did it come up? Did you hear that? Milk Fart didn't have any socks. He's saying he's been doing research and Milk Fart didn't come back to running any of the socks. That's because Panda and the hate group run all the socks.
For a hit for anyone? Because I'm curious. I'm genuinely curious. Because that person is on topic. That's harassment to KD and Ray, and it caused all this other stuff, and no one knows who it is. You know what I mean?
We didn't get a hit for anybody, but I can tell you, like, we've had some investigators work with us and give us some tools to help, and they're, you know, publicly available, perfectly legal tools to run account analysis on people. And so, you know, the point is we just ran some of the information through, and it didn't match up with KMF. I'd have to go back.
Didn't match up with KMF. So again, King Milk Fart's innocent. This community owes KMF an apology. After everything we've seen, KMF never crossed any lines compared to all this. He just made some memes that might have hurt some feelies. Everyone owes KMF an apology.
I can look up exactly why, but I got locked out of a hard drive.
I didn't mention up with anyone else you said too, so
no,
I think that's an important point, right?
But yeah, there is a system for trying to look for patterns like device signatures, posting patterns, just a bunch of other stuff that, you know, I don't want to.
So right there, he's admitting that he is using tools to try to analyze, stalk, breach, study accounts. And none of the socks came back to KMF. Does that mean that this leads to Mike possibly breaching juvenile records to use as intimidation on Twitter?
Disclose all the tools available to us because unfortunately people still take advantage of these sock puppet accounts to be, you know, send death threats and all sorts of stuff that's terrible.
Send death threats, it's terrible. After all that. God. All right, we're gonna check his account out, and we'll just see how his spaces have been going over there. There's a couple I want to listen to the intros to, and then like always, dude, I'm sorry, Broken Hip, that sucks ass. You need to take some medicine. Like always, I always try to end on a light note, and we're gonna catch up on Keemstar and see how he's doing too. Hello, UFO comeback kid. I'm sure you've been doing a lot of good work pushing disclosure forward over here. So we're just gonna go over his account. We're gonna play a couple clips from maybe a couple spaces, but I want to just demonstrate how ridiculous it is that they launched that whole campaign against this guy. He did the campaign against them, and then when you go down his account, it's nothing but ball washing and glazing these people. Oh, look, they started a whole space already about Anthrope. I'm sorry, Miss Anthrope. I didn't want you to have to be in the middle of all this bullshit. This just started about her article, which is just numbers. All it is numbers. Look, he already ended it. 9 people tuned in 30 minutes ago. He posted it. It's not fake outrage, bro. It's not all about what you said about Gabe. That's what you're not getting. This is an organized psyop. This is all an organized hate group that you guys are running over here, and it's everything that you have accused numerous members of the community of doing. You are the ones doing it, and it's obvious. It's not all about the Gabe thing. That's that's what you're missing because you're too simple. You belong in a fucking psych ward. Pretending to hold these spaces. Like, look at this shit. This fucking far left libtard when I joined the community. Trying to jump on the fucking MAGA wave. It's a little late for that, Mike. You're like 8 months late, bro. Look at all this MAGA shit this guy is posting. Which one? Oh, he was going on about Frank Milburn. Oh, he thinks he was saying something about a YouTube channel being about him because ufology SWAT and my channel, cover him and Panda and Tupa and Kimball and Somber and all the losers on UFO Twitter. He thinks it's all about him because he's mentally unwell. All right. He loves him some Carolyn Levitt now. What a dumb fuck. Oh, this is also interesting. He's also all of a sudden ball washing and trying to support Alien Girl. Dude, I used to watch Alien Girl every morning, and I would try to get people to go over and watch her show. And Mike would make fun of me. He'd be like, dude, why are you wasting your time on that dumbass show? I just don't get it. But then once he joins like the Tupa crew, that's what you gotta do. You gotta blindly support all the cult members. And she's one of the content creators that push the Tupa crew hate cult propaganda. She regurgitates Panda propaganda. That's like one of her main sources on her show is regurgitating Panda propaganda. Even though she had, if you go back, she had KMF on. He came on Goof On, and she was right there and got the whole real story. But she just knows it's easier to go along with the hate group than go against them. Oh look, Wakaka. Here's the Felony Flock Flunkies one. I guess we can listen to a little bit of that one, but I wanted to start with this one down here. Of course, he was trying to cash in on David Wilcock. Here's where he's targeting Vinny. I was probably going to listen to a little bit of that too. But I'm in traffic. I'm in traffic. Somebody help. All of his spaces are about drama. Like, come in and fight for me. Panda wants to milk. Look, dude, he's posting Trump shit. Oh my god. He deleted them. He deleted them, I think. No, there they are. There they are. I thought he went and deleted them. I was about to be like, dude. Did he delete the he should die and I'll tell his mom one? I think that he deleted that one. Alright, let's see what this one's about.
I don't know what the fuck he's expecting telling people that shit. But Gabe, I really do hope your surgery is
What?
painful. I don't know. There you go. That's
Panda, are
from
you
the
out of your
deepest,
mind?
darkest
Ain't nobody
parts of
being
my heart.
horrible to any
Do I hope
women.
that your surgery is painful and
No, ain't no one being horrible to women besides you. What are you talking about? Panda. God. Hey, Panda, is this your whistleblower?
it's not successful, and you have to continue to suffer whatever ailments that you have
Is this whistleblower Mike?
in suffering. That's what I wish. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, Gabe. This is Gabe now. I talk like this.
So, to anyone who's not aware, people might have joined later or not aware of the story. We have a close friend in our friend circle that is dealing with cancer and serious health issues, including possibly surgeries on his brain. And the Tupa Crew hate group took that opportunity to try to run him into the ground and destroy him. And this is what this is.
Suffer.
And now, what you see in the chat, I don't know, you'll see it here in a second, is Red Panda Koala is coming into the chat to try to do damage control. Because he knows how bad this looks. He weaponized this guy. He motivates him to do this stuff. If you listen to this entire space, Mike even says in it that he's doing this because Gabe doxed Panda and wah wah wah. And now Panda's in the chat, the live chat, and he's like, "Oh, let's pray for Gabe." But he loves every bit of this. That's why he's always there. That's why he's never made it a point to tell this guy to stop doing this type of stuff. He crash test dummies these guys. And this is a guy that spent time in a mental hospital recently. It's not a secret, and it was for online harassment. So you have a pillar of UFO Twitter, Red Panda Koala, weaponizing a guy that everyone knows has a history of mental health concerns when it comes to online harassment. But we're just supposed to act like it's normal. I'd like to get non-cred going. Pillar. I mean, he is though, bro.
A good suffering song.
Nah, you don't run things here, Panda.
Ludfo? I don't know who the fuck that is.
I got other spaces to get through.
Bad religion.
We gotta listen to the Vinny one too.
Let me put that post up in the nest, so we can all just follow along at the hate that we're spewing at him and documenting.
So the interesting thing about Mike here is he understands they're just spewing hate. He does seem to understand that's his role in the cyber cult Tupa Crew hate group is to be the battering ram, the crash test dummy. And he seems to be okay with it because he gets to host spaces and Panda and Tupa will pop in and people will join and he gets to be one of the cool kids. So he seems to be okay with that role. I would never be okay with a role like that. I'm different. Most of my friends are different too. We're not here looking for whatever these guys are looking for. It's kind of pathetic him sitting there alone.
I saw a piece of
Panda, you always talk about me talking to myself and stuff. What about Psych Ward Mike just sitting here talking to himself about how much he hates everybody? What's that about?
The tweet.
There's no videos of me doing this.
So fucking funny. Oh no, Zim's not gonna approve. Zim, this is not a space for you. We're hateful towards
that too, where I'm just like, this dude
does
not deserve life. I mean,
did non-creddy just say this guy does not deserve life? I believe he just said this guy does not deserve life. Let's hear it again.
some irony, right? There is some irony in all this. that after being so hateful, he was struck with such an illness. I don't even know what the fuck it is.
I mean, if it was me, I'd be putting my focus into life, not Red Panda Koala and like some dudes on Twitter. Like if God tried to strike me down, right? Because
Non-cred, all you guys do is care about other dudes on UFO Twitter. Your family was halfway out the door, and all you were caring about were guys on UFO Twitter. So go fuck yourself.
that's just like I don't want to be like the fucking emperor in Star Wars, just like driven by hate, like clutching to life with like my hate, like Lord Voldemort.
Well, you are. That's what you look like, a little hate goblin. That's the image you're giving off.
Right? Like constantly fading victim.
You're
like
underestimating the power of evil.
Well, I mean, I feel like I'm trying to point at it. I'm like, it's Gabe the Babe, bro.
Yeah. And I mean, at the same time,
So, this is a tactic these guys try to use often. They do it to me. Kimball does it a lot. They try to imply like, well, it's so-and-so, they deserve it. Well, it's Teejay. Who cares? It's just Teejay. Nobody else thinks like that about Gabe. That's just your guys' little cult. We like Gabe. People like me. So they don't think, well, it's just him. You can do whatever to him. You can say whatever about him. We don't even think that way about y'all. You know what I mean? So like that's such a bullshit tactic they do in these spaces. And it's mob mentality is what it is. Well, we all agree we don't like that person, so we can say the most vile shit you can come up with.
I'm trying to hold back the most deep parts of my hate. But there's parts of me that just say, I want this motherfucker to suffer during surgery.
So this is Mike holding back his hate. Imagine if he actually let his hate out. It would almost be like he'd need to go to the mental hospital or something. That would be dangerous.
I hope it's not successful.
That would be dangerous, Panda. You could almost have a Christopher Gray situation with something like that. Documented mental history and everything. You know, gassing a guy up who is bundling up all this fucking hate. Wow. Who would ever want to weaponize somebody that's like that? That's crazy.
Successful. That's the part of me that's coming out.
They tell on themselves, man.
I mean, he's pretty fucking like terrible.
And keep in mind, Gabe was in a hospital this whole time. He wasn't bothering these guys. He was just posting every once in a while. He wasn't holding spaces or anything. There was nothing recent in any of this to cause it, you know, any of this hate.
Well, he's a terrible person. Like I get it. I get it. There's a part of me.
That's
like,
another thing. When he's a terrible person. They just breeze over it like that's fact. You guys are the only ones that think that about Gabe. You're the only ones that think that about KMF. You're the only ones that think that about me. You need to understand that. You're kind of isolated into this little corner where you think all of UFO Twitter thinks this way. It's not the reality. You're in a little cyber cult bubble. You guys are the ones being isolated because of shit like this.
Like that too, where I'm just like, this dude does not deserve life. I mean, maybe not so much I'd end it for him, but like, yeah, like you suck, bro. Like that dude has done nothing but like claim he is like the Messiah and that we're all like pitiful people. Like that's just a weird fucking.
I'll tell you who the problem is. The problem is this little core of goofies that have dominated UFO Twitter for about 3 or 4 years now. And it's Red Panda Koala, it's Tupacabra, it's Kimball, it's Mike here, it's Logan, it's UFO Shane, and if you push them out, all these criminals and crooks and sextortionists that survive around them, you know, like Logan or like Ashton and Heather and Mike here and Wakaka, the meth cook, they would eventually dwindle away because these guys keep all the dirtbags afloat. They specialize in platforming mentally unwell people and criminals. So that's who the problem is. It's that little group. They're the ones with all the power. They're the ones living in Twitter spaces. They have all the power, and UFO Twitter is a cesspool. So who's to blame?
Good place to be
He
as a
called
person.
us the trailer park of ufology.
That's going pretty easy to call you the trailer park of ufology. I call you the cesspool of ufology. Let's give it back over on the mics, and we'll I wanted to see what they say in that Vinny space because I was curious why they would start bothering. Look, there's one on Anthrop already. They move quick. That's called damage control. It's one thing this hate group has gotten really good at is doing damage control. Anytime they start to get a little like exposed for what they're up to, they do these never-ending damage control spaces and they correct the narrative. Panda's a skilled propagandist. He definitely has talent. He understands how to manipulate people. He understands how to lie to people and get away with it. He can play this nice guy act like I'm your friend. I'm trying to help you. He gets at people right when they join the community and he recruits them to his cause. He's got recruiters out there. You know, if there's a new member of the community and they don't go the way Panda wants them to, like Gabe or Anthrop, they get attacked by guys like Mike and his minions. He's got a whole orchestrated system set up here. It's organized. It's well polished. It's been in operation for going on 2 years now. That's how you end up at 100,000 phony ass followers on UFO Twitter. He calls it the Keemstar method. It's harvesting drama. You create drama, you put people against each other, and then you harvest the drama. Non-cred again. Look, I can assure you, non-credulous crybabies has never spoken to Vinny. They're never communicated. Non-cred knows nothing about this woman, so he has absolutely zero reason to be emotionally invested in let's wreck Vinny now. It's just because he enjoys it. That's who these people are. I have Tupa's bigotry over on the other. Oh, yeah, actually, if Tupa's bigotry was brought up in the chat, so I'm gonna jump over here and show Tupa's bigotry. This is when we refer to Tupa's bigotry. This is what he was doing on what was it, Reddit? When all this kicked off, Tupa was running around on Reddit saying stuff like this, and this is how he tried to grow. Is it's edgelord bullshit, and you can see right there, it's a lot of extremely hurtful, insane bullshit. And he got called out on this over on UFO Twitter. UFO Twitter had just kind of got going. Spaces were a new thing, and he got called out on all this. And there was one group who wanted to cover that all up and pretend like it never happened and protect our buddy Tupa, our MAGA buddy. And then there was another group that was like, no, this is bullshit. Like, I'm never going to look at this guy the same way. And that's kind of the beginning of the UFO Twitter civil war. You ended up with King Milkfart, Psych Ward Mike, and all of them on one side. And then you had Panda, who seemed to kind of offer his expertise to Tupa. Like, dude, I'll do damage control for you. I'll help you try to repair your image. And that's where we're at today, is just at this standstill that never ends. And one side, you know, is kind of dwindled away because it's not worth it. And liberals on the other side can't really compete too well on X in the current environment. So a lot of them kind of either fell back from UFO Twitter into the shadows. They're still around. We all still talk, but they don't engage on UFO Twitter. And when Trump rose back up to the White House, MAGA rose with him, and the Tupa crew jumped on the MAGA wave and kind of grew their accounts and were able to swallow up UFO Twitter. And a lot of it is their willingness to live in these spaces all night and all day. That's no, nobody's fighting. We're just talking. Um, One side has jobs and stuff, and then the other side seems to be able to live on Twitter all day, and you can't really match it. We're just we're just checking out Mike's account. We're doing a little promoting.
Well, look up in the name of the space is who this person is. It's their Twitter handle. I don't know if that's their real name or not.
King Wakaka is another one. Never spoken to Vinny. She has no reason to talk to that guy. Never. As far as I know, they never cross paths. So why are all these incel crooks, known criminal, oh, I'm out going out to smash bitches? Why are they running off all the intelligent women from the community? Authors and medical professionals and child psychiatrists, and we're gonna let these guys do that? Come on, man.
Yeah, not that I really give a shit.
It won't take me to it.
Maybe because they probably already had.
Miss Anthrope just said in the chat she's never spoken to Mike either. So these guys have no. This is a hit squad, and who are they targeting now? A bunch of women. A bunch of confident, intelligent women, which seems to be a theme.
You block.
That's crazy work if it's Trump. Let me see. Yo, side note, you see everybody running with my shit?
Which shit? Which one?
I believe I was like everybody was like, oh, this new
This guy can't even talk. This guy can't even talk.
Spielberg movie. I guess you can see like the alien hand or whatever. So I take like a little video of it. No results for Vinny.
Yeah, leave her alone, you fucking creep. Stay away from her. Fucking weirdo. No result for Vinny.
And I'm like, yo, it's a tridactyl. And now everybody posting it.
Everyone's posting your video.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit.
Oh, Mike's gonna get jealous.
Everybody did what I did because first they was putting the commercial out. I just went straight to the park and I just played it a couple times so everybody could see the hand, and I froze it like tridactyls, bitch. Tridactyls.
So if you don't know, Wakaka's whole claim to like trying to be relevant on UFO Twitter is pushing the mummy myth, the Nazca mummy bullshit. Even though it's been fully debunked, partly to the help from Miss Anthrope. She was part of the X-ray technician team that looked at the scans and evaluated them and said these are clearly fake. And Wakaka it's his whole thing is these Nazca mummies. He holds these spaces. The guy can't even like complete legible sentences, but somehow he's going to talk about science and stuff. But that could be why they might have issue, but yeah, I don't know.
Telling you, bro, that's the key right there.
Yeah, I saw the 3 fingers. It is pretty interesting.
And the crazy thing is, if you look at the fingers,
go to Incredible History and watch their video on the Nazca mummies. I did a short one on mine too, over on my YouTube channel. On my YouTube channel, I did a short video too about it that covers some of it, the highlights, and it fully debunks the Nazca mummies. But Incredible History on YouTube is a good one. Find their Nazca mummy video. I also have one. And anyone that's watching live right now, if you don't subscribe, please go do so. Like, share, all that stuff.
Right amount of phalanges and everything compared to the tridactyls.
Oh shit. I don't know, man. Like, you think Steven Spielberg's hinting at something?
Well, I think Spielberg gets a lot of his ideas from the South American stories because, I mean, his aliens look exactly like what we found in Peru.
No, they don't. I mean, they're all gonna look similar. They look real similar to the Close Encounters of the Third Kind aliens, which you could say the Nazca mummies copied from them. These guys are simple.
It's true. I remember the Close Encounters of the Third Kind or whatever that
Oh, Mike even caught it. Mike even caught the Close Encounters of the Third Kind stuff.
movie is.
Yeah.
The aliens look kind of like one of the mummies.
Yeah.
That's interesting that me and Mike both caught the Close Encounters of the Third Kind thing. We should be friends.
They look like the small ones. I think it's a gray area. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to jump out the window and you know what I'm saying, but I think there's something to it because then you could play with the idea of the future humans thing. What if these things being found was set off the disclosure, like, okay, guys, now you got this amount of time before people figure it out. For people from the future.
Wakaka doesn't want to talk about Vinny.
Yeah, I mean, look, these mummies I still think are a pretty complicated issue. So, I don't know what to make of it. I don't know what to make of it.
Panda, you fucking gremlin.
Anymore, man.
That's all right. We waiting on some DNA and shit, so I'm not really worried.
The DNA has already come out. It's been funky. They actually found on what was it? The hand? Miss Anthrope would be able to answer this. They found multiple DNA samples, which showed the samples came from several bodies.
Worried about it. It's in the bag. So
I think
side
that
note,
was Maria though.
why does this person not pop up for me, Sean?
So Wakaka's like, why? I don't know who Vinny is. Why are you holding spaces about him? Oh, well, we'll find a reason to hate.
It says no results.
Dude, so I just want to know for the record, these creeps are now searching her because of this space. So you got a known felon here. Everyone knows just got done doing a bit for cooking crank. And these scumbags have him in here looking Vinny up. This isn't right.
Search your search settings. Might be protecting you from something sensitive.
It didn't pop up for me either. I think there's something wrong with the name, like it's spelled wrong or something.
No, it's probably because she's smarter than all of you.
Or maybe they deactivated their account.
No. I fixed it. It was missing an S.
Oh, he fixed it. He spelled it wrong. Dude, you got 4 creeps here stalking Vinny from UFO Twitter. What do you think about this, Panda? Did you join this shit, Panda? I think you did, didn't you? This woman, Panda, this woman never did anything to you. You actually used her and your crap on the archive and said she was a witness for you against KMF. And you got these. Why didn't you jump in here and tell these idiots to leave her alone? That she's a victim. She's a victim of the mean evil Lou crew. Why didn't you come in and say something, Panda?
You have to wait for a minute for it to update, but the link should update and it should say KOCSIS. This person's been a long-time UFO Twitter user. Subsack junkie, cult child.
Yeah, a long time UFO Twitter user that none of you have had run-ins with. But you're still gonna run her into the ground and harass her and stalk her, aren't you? Shouldn't that tell you? You don't even know who the fuck she is? Well, maybe it's because she's not causing problems. Idiots.
HSP multidisciplinary pheno experiencer. Also has me blocked for whatever reason.
Well, I wonder why. for whatever reason. Is it because you hold spaces wishing people their surgeries go bad and that they end up as vegetables and maybe she doesn't want anything to do with all that? Would she be a bad person if that was the case?
But this is the person who runs this ufology SWAT.
That's not fact either. He's getting that information from Somber and Kimball, and Somber has issues with this lady. She ain't got no whatever the fuck, and they got in their mind that she's running ufology SWAT. There's no proof that she's running ufology SWAT. Lately, I think it could be Grider. So I don't know who runs ufology SWAT, but that's why I guess she's becoming a target, is because Mike is butthurt about those ufology SWAT videos. And what did those ufology SWAT videos do? They just showed him in his natural element talking. All you gotta do is put him in camera, and he does it himself. Just give him a mic. It's not like you have to clip or fabricate anything.
YouTube page, which is like,
okay, because
I
there's
don't know
two of
what
them.
it is.
You know, there's two of them, right?
What, YouTube pages?
No, there's the regular consist.
Mike sounded scared there. He went, "What? YouTube pages?" He thought there were two.
This is one that you said, Cox's, and then there's Cox's Van 16.
Dude, it makes me so mad that they got these creeps all searching her down right now on all of her social media accounts. This is not okay.
1654-6.
Yeah, I'm just talking about the
Just Panda's spinning all this shit. This Mike wouldn't be able to do this if it wasn't for Panda and Tupa. He would have been pushed out of the community. They platform these guys and they weaponize them. None of this would be happening without Panda and Tupa. Tupa, lately, I'm just going to go ahead and be real because that's what I do. Tupa does seem to be trying to pull away from it and be like, I'm going to do my own thing. I'm going to do my AI videos. And as long as Tupa does that, we could probably be cool. But Panda's balls deep in all of it. He's got a server where he has all these skeezy girls running around gathering information for him. He's orchestrating all this. There's zero doubt.
OG one. That's the one I know. The one with like 3.9 thousand
I don't address
followers.
things while I'm live, Panda. I'm kind of busy.
Well, what do they do? They just talk shit about people. Another Teejay.
Oh yeah, no, the YouTube page is just full of. It's probably got you in there too.
And they call it talking shit about people. And all it is showing what they're doing and reacting to it. Like, wow, y'all are fucking nuts. But that's talking shit about people. That's enough to wish death upon somebody. Is putting a mirror up. You know, putting a spotlight on them. That's all ufology SWAT does, whoever it is. And if it is Grider over there, dude, I appreciate what you're doing, Grider. Keep it up. We can be allies. We can work in the shadows. We ain't gotta know who you are.
Yeah, no, it does have you in there. Because
Really?
it had me and you in there.
Yeah, ufology SWAT is a spotlight on all of UFO Twitter. So these wankers that are trying to dominate UFO Twitter, they're going to be on there. All of them are going to be on there. The more brazen, scumbaggery you're putting out on a regular basis, the more you're going to be on there. When Somber was having his all night spaces crying and shit, he was on there. When Chase gets drunk and is threatening everyone, he ends up on there. When Panda thinks he's being secretive and talking about, hey, Wakaka, I'll teach you how to do the Keemstar method so you can really start grifting and reaping people off. He ends up on there. They're not doing anything wrong. They're not talking shit about anyone. They've never talked once. It's nothing but clips and emotes. There's no talking. So how did they talk shit about anybody? They held a mirror up to UFO Twitter. And these crybaby softies that hold spaces about wishing death upon people can't handle it. Can't handle it.
Maybe they don't announce you by name or not, but I don't know.
Oh.
Penguins score right now is 0-0. Philly versus Pittsburgh, baby. 0-0 intermission of the
What a
first period.
douche. Hockey's the ultimate douche sport.
Oh, son, now you got me checking. Where's their YouTube at? They got a link for that shit?
Just look up just go to YouTube.
Dude, Wakaka is slow or something. This guy can't even find links on YouTube. Like, well, can I like have a link on my DM?
YouTube and look up ufology SWAT.
Who the fuck would hang out with these people?
Just type that in.
SWAT.
UFO SWAT.
2 words.
There's an underscore, stupid. He ain't gonna be able to find it.
Oh, and they pop up right next to TJ.
Yes!
Yeah.
Hell yeah! Hell yeah! Did you hear what he said? They pop up right next to TJ. That's my secret battle, buddy.
Funny thing, right?
Yeah, they're Here you go. Oh yeah, they got a lot of stuff here.
Hell yeah, they do. They've been documenting y'all for a long fucking time. They creeping in them spaces. Y'all even think it works to put up those secret blocks like Somber does, and they still get them. Ufology SWAT's a beast.
Yeah, they've been screen recording spaces and like putting them on their YouTube and shit.
You damn right they have
This
been.
person is
none of these guys, well, most of them. Mike, for whatever reason, is keeping his spaces recorded here. But all my spaces are recorded on my Twitter account. But a lot of this really grimy shit, and when they're incriminating themselves and stuff, they don't record their spaces. They're like little cult meetings. And ufology SWAT breaches in there and records them and exposes them. And I love them for it.
long time behind the scenes.
What are they hiding if they're not a hate group, if they're not a cult? It's supposed to be UFO Twitter. It should be an open forum to spread information about ufology and disclosure. Why do they need these little hidden bro groups? Why? What's going on in there? Why are they so worried about an account recording them?
Manipulator and dossier collector on UFO Twitter users.
I'm not worried about anyone recording me. I even told Wakaka he can use my videos. You can use whatever you want, bro. I don't say anything that I can't stand by. You guys seem to have issues with that.
Got to keep an eye out for these people. And this is part of the problem. I mean,
Yeah, that's the problem.
They team together when they get very desperate. They need to like make this seem like a cult. I don't know what it is about
trying to make it seem like a cult. We don't have to try, bro. You guys do plenty.
People in
You all changed your PFPs to match Panda. Look, they all changed matching PFPs today. They all put matching PFPs in. They do that shit. Why? Because they're a cyber cult. It shows devotion. Of course they do it like, oh, it's just a funny joke. We're just kind of a friend group. But no, it's part of being in the end Cool Kids Club. It's a cyber cult. All the people that changed their PFPs are part of the cyber cult.
Ufology that want it to be a cult versus it's not really a cult.
That is them showing devotion to Red Panda Koala. We don't show devotion to anybody. We're all individuals over here. We all have our own opinions, our own thoughts, our own interests, hobbies. You all are a fucking cult.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So they've been for a year.
We're gonna expose you. Oh shit, Wakaka's just learning about ufology SWAT. He's like, man, they've been going for like over a year.
Stalking YouTube, stalking spaces.
Dude, it's not stalking. People are allowed to listen on anonymous. You guys do it in every space we hold. You all pile in there on anonymous. The only difference is we're not hiding anything. You're the only ones that have an issue with it. Why? Is it because you're an organized hate group?
Rogers rug pool. This has got to be like somebody that TJ talks to a lot because they're saying the same shit.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. I know, and TJ, like, I think kind of outed who this was
Misanthropy.
a while ago.
Misanthropy? Misanthropy's only been around for a couple, what, like month or 2 months? Wakaka's slow or something. Is this your boy?
Misanthropy.
Oh no, not misanthropy.
You just said
No.
the YouTube account went back years.
I don't know who that person is, but they suck too.
That's
They're awful.
Did you listen to that creepy laugh? Listen to this guy. Dude, they hate confident women. There's no way around it.
Misanthropy.
Oh no, not misanthropy. No. I don't know who that person is, but they suck too.
That's the
God, his fucking croaky gremlin laughs. This guy is such a goblin.
They're
the
awful.
lady I be debating the UFO shit. I mean the tridactyls with all the time.
She doesn't know what she's talking about.
Dude, they are terrified of confident women. Like, that's why the only ones that can exist in their little social circle are super submissive and give in and don't challenge them. If you're a woman that is going to stand up for yourself or speak your mind, you are going to get chewed up on UFO Twitter by these guys. There's no way around it. And it's a shame, bro, because the women are the best part of UFO Twitter. They're the only part worth saving. Us bros have made it so gross and despicable. Like, that's really the only thing I still fight for, is to save it for some of these women that do want to talk about UFOs and stuff. Because even like Fringe and that group, like, they have a right to have a money penny. Um, Ray has a right to come back. Misanthrope has a right to hold tarot spaces if she wants and not get made fun of. Like, it's stupid. How did it get to this?
Fucking idiot.
Oh my god, thank you for this, bro. This is gonna be my Jones tonight. I'm about to go live on these on YouTube and just
Oh, Wakaka's gonna go live. He's got ufology swap videos to post. One thing they're doing is they'll inflate Wakaka's crappy YouTube videos, but dude, he's so awkward. Like, it's a lot of dead air, and he's like a thuggish like biker flunky that drops N-bombs. So for most people, it's gonna be cringe to watch. I joined one time because he was playing my videos. And it was just him and Kimball sitting in there grab assing. And I was like, this is kind of weird. So I told him, I was like, bro, you can use my videos. I was going to go in there and be like, are you just restreaming my videos live? But when I saw how pathetic it was, I was like, it's okay. But they're going to retweet it and try to inflate the numbers like it's a big accomplishment or something. I already know.
I'm about to go through, and they're all short videos, so I can. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate you, UFO. So I'm about to go through this. Great, thank you.
Like, he thinks that's gonna be a win. It's nothing but showing how despicable your friends are. And you're not intelligent enough to challenge whoever runs ufology SWAT. The memes are hilarious. The emotes and stuff. I might actually break down Wakaka's breakdown of ufology SWAT.
Yeah, you're in there too in that most recent video.
Really, the most recent.
They don't
POS
say anything. They just kind of like screen record and put it out.
They don't say anything, they just screen record and put it out. So then what are you so worked up about, bro? What's the problem then? Why are you these bros all butthurt about it?
I mean, that's cool. Selective editing. That works.
Fucking TJ.
Fucking
Well,
And
TJ.
guitar
he's in a
and
hard
Guitar
time.
Sun, bro. He's the other one. He's the other enabler.
Enabler. Who are we enabling?
Well, he's having a hard time because my channel is doing so much better than his.
Dude, that was the first video I went over and looked, and it was just him and Kimball in there. And I haven't went back, but I already knew a tactic was gonna be to. It's all about impressions and who sees your video. That's how you get numbers. Um, it's if you have big accounts like Panda to retweet it and put it out, which they all do, and that inflates your numbers. Like Interstellar retweeted one of my videos, instantly 100 views. And they have suppressed my account on UFO Twitter. I don't even have 1,000 followers. So I'll make a video, and only 100 people even know I'm live by the time the video ends. And that's one way they control UFO Twitter. I'm intelligent enough to understand that. That's how they gatekeep. They decide who gets supported and broadcasted to UFO Twitter and who gets shit on, and people are intimidated for even supporting them or going in the live chat or retweeting it. You get intimidated or bullied, just like Anthrop has been, Vinny here, just for showing any sign of support towards my channel. And what's impressive is that despite all of that cancel culture bullshit and them trying to shadow ban me and do everything to suppress me, I'm still growing. My videos still are growing, my account still grows, my subscriptions are still growing, and that's what I look at, is steady growth. I can't really compete with Wakaka's artificial views because Tupa and Panda retweeted him. I'm not going to be able to. But eventually, the honesty and just being entertaining will win out, because from what I saw, his show's fucking horrible. It's awkward. The guy has zero entertainment value, and he has no real insight or intelligence to put towards any topic, including the Nazca mummies.
These fucking haters, man. They never stop coming. You could be like the top ufology researcher and like be putting out hardcore research, and these people would still be making things up about you.
I mean, the crazy part is that
What did anyone make up about you? Nobody has to make anything up about you, Mike. We're showing your spaces. What do you mean?
I got videos, let's see, from 2020. Joe Rogan drops bomb on the internet about Galactic Federation and shit like that, right? That got almost 5,000 views.
So what he doesn't understand, because he's just simple-minded. I have a video I post about Erica Kirk. I did it in 10 minutes, and it's one of my best videos. It did like 400 or 500 views in a day. There's bait trapping, and anything tagged with Joe Rogan is automatically gonna go, because people, if it's a Joe Rogan clip. I'm trying to make videos about things that are interesting or important to me. It's not really about grabbing. What clickbaiting, it would be the term. I'm trying to make videos that actually mean something, and or trying to display either a message or about something I'm interested in. So him flexing that he got 5,000 views on a Joe Rogan video, that's yeah, that means nothing. I mean, it shows he doesn't understand content creation. But his little live videos, from what I've seen, are pretty intolerable to watch. I'm sure people go and click through them, though, and like all of them, and then jump on mine and down thumbs all of them, because that's just the way it
And
is.
this was in 2020. And he was talking about, yeah, this guy just started his channel and started talking about me. And I'm like, dude, I've done like 2 videos on you. One when you talked about me, and one when I said, let me take the piss out this guy.
take the piss out this guy. Oh, I'm so concerned about the UFO Twitter hate group Meth Cook coming at me and his awkward videos as Kimball laughs awkwardly in the background, calling me what he called me a nerd. Dude, I went in there and you know what he said to me? He was like, "Bro, what's with you encouraging your users to take prescription pills?" That's what he said. Like you can't even retaliate. It's just absurd. I didn't even know he made 2 videos about me.
But like this whole idea is like you can help him all you want, son. He just doesn't have.
What?
It's like it doesn't. What are you doing? And then it's just
What is he talking about? Help me with what?
complaining and self fucking. Oh, woe is me, and it is I.
Who the fuck? When did any of these guys ever try to help me with anything? They were always awful to me. They always treated me like I didn't belong and that my opinion wasn't worth hearing. So I had to go do my own thing. And they still have a problem with it.
That is wrong. Then I've never done anything wrong. These people are just assholes for no reason. You know what I'm saying? Yet he turns around and be like, "Yeah, you know, I used to fucking run out on lunch ladies and not pay my tab or snatch ladies' purses." It's like, bro,
He's calling me out for dining and dashing.
you're an even bigger piece of shit than me, and I'm a fucking retired criminal. I ain't never heard
Oh,
this.
he's a retired criminal now. He gave up. He gave up doing shake and bake meth cook, guys. He gave it up.
Civilian. Anything I ever did was to other drug dealers in my own game.
Dude, you're so phony. You never did anything to nobody. You did little shake and bake meth jobs and it was probably awful and no one probably wanted it and you got caught.
You took advantage of civilians. That's what makes him a piece of shit. He's the worst type of criminal.
Selling meth? Cooking and selling meth isn't taking advantage of people? Get the fuck out of here. And also, I don't know what he's talking about. Something about dine and dashing. I must have told a story on one of my earlier videos. Because these guys, like, hyper analyze even my earlier goofy shit. I must have talked about when we were younger, like, having to skip out on a bill or something. Because sometimes your friends you'd get there and you were like the only one with money or something and it's like fuck this, let's get out of here. We were young and we did shit like that.
That's the way I see it.
And then that's the worst part about the stuff is why do we need more liars in ufology? All these people,
I'm not part of ufology. I don't want anything to do with ufology. Let's get that clear right now. I don't want anything to do with ufology. My focus is UFO Twitter, is this cyber community. Ufology is not my thing. That's for my friends to talk about. That's their expertise. My interest is what this little group of criminals have done to this cyber community. That's my interest.
what does TJ really contribute to the UFO
Nothing.
conversation here?
Nothing.
Zero.
He talks about other people. Like he doesn't like, you know, if he had some arguments about subjects, that's cool. Like I just did a thing. I'm happy that Enoch and all this is the topic of the conversation now. I've been talking about this for a year. You know what I'm saying? Like about this shit. About Enki and how it's Sumerian related and shit
Enki.
like that. And it's like people that create content bring something to the conversation.
We talk about all that stuff in our spaces. They just don't. Well, they're in anonymous. They know what our conversations are. We talk about religious philosophy a lot for hours. We never do this. I can tell you that. You can go listen to all of ours. And I have videos on all kinds of shit. I got videos on the Nazca mummies. I got videos on lolcow stuff. I find internet culture interesting. I have some true crime videos. I did one on what was it? The Pazuzu Algorod case. I did a video on the drill rap war in Jacksonville with Julio Folio. So that's just not accurate when they say this kind of stuff. But
conversation about the subject. Like I can take a day to talk shit about these motherfuckers because I can turn around and talk about something that's substantive. They can't do that.
No, they just thrive on drama, and like the whole point.
we thrive on drama. None of our spaces are this, and every Mike space is this. Bring your beef, Feisty Friday, who's ready to fight for me and Panda. Every fucking space is this. None of ours are this. Go look at Gabe Interstellar, Misanthrope Space, the one they're referencing about the tarot readings. Those are our spaces. So none of this is accurate. None of it.
Point is like there's no real like this whole thing with Trump and the UFOs. Like that's a huge big freaking deal, and these kids have nothing. I mean, they have nothing better to do than to cover me and you and try to make us look bad, which is like they're not. No one.
We just make these guys look bad on the side because they make it so damn tempting.
is watching.
I mean,
That's the most ridiculous thing.
even if somebody was watching, I'm literally doing it on the internet, so it lets you know that I know I'm either being a dick or that I don't think I'm doing anything wrong. 9 out of 10, I know when I'm an asshole. I letting you know that I don't care. So that's what really hurts. Like he can try to put my record out. I don't care. I've been to jail.
Did he say it really hurts? Well, Kaka, if anything I've said or done really hurts and is really bothering you, my DMs are open and you can DM and we can talk about it.
It's kind of my thing. People know. Him on the other hand, they put his little record out there. He's having a meltdown. It's like, dude, it's
Again, they don't. This is misinformation. They always do this thing. They put his little record out there. I don't have a criminal record. 0 criminal record. They breached my juvenile record and put something out when I was 12 years old. It was a weed charge from when I was 12 years old. So, again, who has access to juvenile records in Panda's little hate group? Who is able to get access to juvenile records? Because that is something that is above the norm of the UFO Twitter bullshit. Breaching juvenile records to try to suppress someone online is a felony. It's a federal felony. I showed the code earlier. And they always breeze over that. And I don't care. You think I care that people know I smoked weed when I was 12? I talk about doing far worse in my videos at age 12. You know this, Wakaka. So why would I care that people knew I got arrested for weed at age 12? What I make a fuss about is how absurd it was to take it to that level. You're going to start breaking into the juvenile court system? Because that's what somebody did. That's what someone would have had to do to come up with that. Those aren't just sitting in people searches. They're not. Go look it up. These guys have somebody who can access juvenile court records in their hate group. That's something people need to take account for.
Right. You fucking smoke meth and shit. It's fine, dude. Or heroin, whatever. Like
They know. They know. They don't. They leave that out because that is a detail that makes them look bad. Because anyone with a brain in the space would be like, wait a minute, you a juvenile record? You guys found out what got his probation reports? Like, what are you talking about?
I mean,
and if they're not intelligent enough to understand that, maybe they should keep their fucking mouth shut.
Here's the thing: is like he's claiming it's his juvenile record or something like this.
It doesn't add up. No,
none of that adds up.
You guys are slow. Oh my god. It's a weed charge. You think I would care if I had a weed charge? Wakaga just said it was a weed charge. So stupid. The reason is when they doxed me, which I was told it was Dahlia on a sock, so Mike knows. But they did it after a space we held with Panda and Tupa, where we were talking about Panda getting doxed by Disclosure Mike. We all talked for 2 hours. We agreed that nobody should be getting doxxed. It was wrong when Panda's sister got doxxed. It was wrong when his address was put out. And immediately at the end of the space, somebody doxed me in the comments, and it was on that account I showed earlier. And it was a juvenile arrest report when I was 12, and I just deleted the whole space. But I screen grabbed it, I sent it to Panda, and was like, dude, what the fuck? Your friends are doxing me. I thought we were cool. We just talked about this. I thought we were all cool. Like, we all agreed for the first time. Mike didn't want any agreements. That's what Panda doesn't want to admit to you people. Mike sabotaged that peace talk. It was me, Carlos, Tupa, and Panda, and we were pretty much on an agreement to chill the fuck out and let UFO Twitter get back to normal. It's strange that immediately I get doxxed and suddenly it's chaos again. That came from Mike and Dahlia most likely, but it was a weed charge from when I was 12.
None of it. I did when I was doing one of my spaces. I was like, dude, you say you're 40 years old. You said this happened in this date. You do
I never said I was 40 years old. I'm not 40 years old. No one's ever said that. Where are you getting that?
the math. No, you were 18. That's the case you caught, and then they gave you a deal. Said if you go to military, they'll expunge your record. You said okay, and that's how you did it.
What the fuck is this guy talking about? Nobody fucking said I was 40 years old. I'm not even close to 40.
Like, stop lying. And then he got caught getting high in the military and got kicked out.
He couldn't hack it, man. Teejay could not hack it in the military, dude. And I'm not saying everyone's made out for it, but obviously, that kid was not cut out to be a man.
Yeah, I definitely don't do good with authority. I don't know where they're getting that shit either. These guys are just getting fed like bad information. Logan actually said something. He doxed me one time, and it was the totally wrong name. He was putting me out as Tyler Jackson. So this could be fucking like someone totally different. I don't know. Because he thought I was 40 too, and I'm not even close to. I'm nowhere close to 40.
A loser. Can't hack the military. Can't hack real life.
That's why he got that no bedroom apartment.
Also, nobody joined the military. If you're out there, if you've ever considered joining the fucking military, do not join the military. I live in a house. This is a whole house behind me. I moved out of the one-bedroom apartment a long time ago. Let's
cut out to be a man. He's just cut out to be a loser. Can't hack the military. Can't hack real life.
Yeah, some guy called Tyler Jackson is having some really bad days.
That's why he got that no bedroom apartment.
This is a 2-bedroom house with Kaka. There's 2 bedrooms back there. That's the front door. That's the back door. That's the kitchen. It's 2 bathrooms. I moved out of the apartment a while back, and even that apartment was a 1-bedroom. So, and what would be the problem if I was living in a studio apartment, dude? It's hard to survive these days, Mr. Shake and Bake meth crank dealer. Are you shaming? Are you poverty shaming me?
Sleeping on the couch.
It's just living room and bathroom, and then you got to cut half your living room in half so you can have a kitchen.
Like, that's what I'm talking about. That's like poverty shaming from a fucking psych ward Mike and a meth cook Wakaka. It's bad information too. But dude, if you live in a little apartment, it's really hard to survive these days, especially as an individual. Downsize, man. You don't need a big house. Like, you just get what you need and save money because it is tough to fucking survive. Don't listen to these clowns. This guy, I'm out smashing bitches. No, he's not. He's spending his time fucking dealing with his parole officer and cooking crank nobody wants.
And your kitchen is really your sink for your bathroom. You could take a shit and do the dishes at the same time.
Yeah, I've been poor my whole life. Everyone knows that. That's really all these guys have is goofy lies and like the drug addict stuff and the poor. And the reason they have all this ammunition on me is because I gave it to them. I've been an open book from day one. It when I came to UFO Twitter, what I realized right away is the there were a lot of people that I could tell were struggling with substance issues, and I thought that maybe if I was like open about it and showed people that we could might be able to create like a little support group because I could tell like there were a lot of people I was getting rumors like of people having these episodes when Logan at the party where they all met up and he passed out in the bathroom all fucking zonked out, all that shit. Like, I felt like we could create maybe a little group where we could support each other in sobriety and help each other stay clean and shit. But what I found right away on UFO Twitter, which everyone on these obviously has found, is giving any kind of information out or even like personal information about yourself, real feelings, emotion, giving any ammunition that can be used against you later, like, hey, I struggle with addiction. It's a horrible idea, and it's because of these types of people. You think you're friends, and you DM them and let them know, hey, I'm really struggling with bills. I'm stressed out. That's why I might have been stressed in the space. And then a month later, they're using it against you in a space, and that's kind of the move that this crew, the Red Panda Koala runs, uses. They take anything that you give them and they twist it and use it against you, and I gave way too much information. I did a videos when I was like going through an eviction process. I was on the edge of getting evicted. They made fun of me for that. I go to a methadone clinic and I've talked about that. I'm trying to get off opiates once and for all. And I found that as long as I stay on methadone, I stay clean. I stay off street drugs. I stay out of trouble. I can hold a job. But I've kind of gotten stuck on methadone because it's hard to get off. Well, they make fun of me over that. And that's really all they have. They make up lies and whatever. But they don't have any real reason to be running me into the ground, to be running a campaign against me, when all I'm doing is exposing the true situation on UFO Twitter. And but they gotta use what they have, and that's the tactics the Red Panda Koala has taught. I mean, that's the Keemstar method that you hear, and I think hopefully this video here will give kind of a demonstration of the type of people that he's bringing in and weaponizing and platforming, encouraging to do stuff like this. And he'll come into the live and do his little dance and everything. But yeah, don't fall for it. If you're in these spaces, ask him, like, why are you supporting this guy? This guy ain't a whistleblower. This guy's a fucking nightmare. This guy's spreading lies all around the community on about everyone. I demonstrated clearly how you and Tupac knew at one time that he was the biggest threat to UFO Twitter. So stop platforming these people. And one thing Panda wants to do now that he's grown is kind of distance himself from all this. All this damage he's left, him and Tupa, all the scams and all the destruction and all the women that they've ran out of the community and they want to just kind of forget about that and be like, well, now I'm a UFO researcher. I'm not gonna allow it to happen. I'm gonna keep making videos, especially if his shit like this continues to happen. And yeah, start asking questions. Take UFO Twitter back. That's all I can really say. And stop putting any real cloud in what these idiots are saying. Put more attention in the medical professionals and what they have to say. The authors. Maybe we should hear what the published authors have to say for a little while. Instead of the psych ward mics and the crybaby non-creds and the furry red panda koalas. maybe it's time to give some other people a chance to talk for a little bit. You know, Miss Anthrope can do her tarot spaces, and we can see if that's fun for a little bit. How about that? Maybe we can try that, and a little less of the bring your beef and harvest drama for Panda because it's the Keemstar method. A little less of that. All right, y'all. I really appreciate everyone coming in and hanging out. We went a little over 2 hours. Anyone watching live right now, please go subscribe if you haven't. Like, share, all that stuff. Anyone's free to use these videos, talk shit, whatever. Just give a link back so people can come watch for themselves and see. And that's all I ask. My DMs are open on X at Felony Talk on X if anyone wants to jump over there and hit me up and argue or whatever. Wakaka, I heard you say something in that video that I had just caught it for a second. You said something like, "This is what really bothers me." I've said from day one, if something I'm doing ever genuinely is bothering somebody and making their life harder, all they have to do is DM me and I'm willing to talk about it. So from day one, I've said that. The problem is you don't get many DMs from these guys. You just get a lot of bullshit. So other than that, thank you everyone who watched, everyone who hung out in the chat. I will be live either tomorrow or the next day where I'll make an announcement on X. If anyone wants support financially, please go do so. buymeacoffee.com/TJFelony. Just leave your name blank if you want to support anonymously. Got to put your email in, but nobody sees that. And yeah, I really appreciate everyone hanging out. And maybe we'll jump over on X and talk about it a little later. It's about midnight. So yeah. Peace out, guys. Have a good night. Thanks for watching.
I am saying, however, if he ends up a vegetable, that's okay with me. Am I right? But if it does happen, oh, what am I kidding? I'm putting it out into the universe. Is wrong. It sounded like surgery was a long shot. I don't know. Suffering. That's what I wish. Suffering. That's what I wish. Yeah. It doesn't matter.